Hey guys.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the G-Cast, the podcast where we keep it real and we keep it G. Don't go down in the comments. I already know. I can already hear it. Okay, I don't need.
How did they get you in 4K? That ain't me.
Guys, I know. I said every single Tuesday. I mean, like, listen.
Get out!
There's nothing really I can say. I don't really want to say no excuses. We're just gonna upload, okay? Listen, the videos are coming. You just gotta... Now, every time I upload, it will be on a Tuesday. Now, will it be every Tuesday? Okay, but with that being said, y'all see the hat. Y'all know, I mean, we not in fall yet.
Oh, let me stop you right there, bro. Hey guys, it's the editor here. So actually this was recorded around the beginning of October. We are now nearing the end, so I'd say this video is right on time, and leave a like, thanks.
So with that being said, today we'll be checking out 2 horror stories. If you enjoy horror stories or just horror stuff at all, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Listen, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I gotta say it in the beginning of the video before we get started, because like, if I don't say it now, I'm gonna forget. But actually, I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna remind you again. So go ahead and sit back, grab your popcorn, grab whatever you need. Listen, grab your eats. It's gonna be a fairly long one. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The first one we have today. I'm a police officer that quit his job after a paranormal experience.
I'm not a superstitious person. I didn't believe in ghosts or demons until now. Yeah, stuff happens that can't be explained, but I just want you all to know that it took more than a couple of flying spoons or door opening on its own to scare me out of my job. We had just received word from dispatch to check out a noise complaint in a small neighborhood whose name I will not disclose for their privacy. It was me and my partner. Let's call him Paul, and I'll go by Mike. We arrived sometime after midnight. The street is dead. Everyone is sound asleep at this point. We park our patrol car in front of the aforementioned house and exit the vehicle. We knock on the door and let our presence known.
Police, is anyone home?
A little girl, 8 to 10 in appearance, opens the door and peeks through the gap.
Hey,
I crouch down to make myself less intimidating.
is your parent or guardian home?
She shakes her head. My first thought was she probably had the TV a little too high and woke up the neighbors. But before I could tell her to stay inside and lock the doors, I heard the sound of crashing silverware coming from what I presumed to be the kitchen.
The entire house was nearly pitch black. Hold up, man. Let me get comfortable with my chair.
The entire house was nearly pitch black. The girl answering the door and shaking her head let me know that she was alone, which makes whoever made that noise an intruder, as far as it concerns me. I asked the girl to step outside and turned to Paul.
Paul, why don't you give her one of your lollipops you like to suck on when you're nervous?
Paul gave me a cold stare as the girl giggled. He went to go away by the car as I slowly pushed the door all the way open.
Police, if there is anyone in this house, please let yourself be known.
Without a warrant, I had no right to enter the building. I tried my best to spot whoever made the noise, but it is too dark to see just any sign of a threat, and I would be justified to search the house. But nothing. I let the door open and headed back towards Paul and the girl.
Hey again. I don't think we introduced ourselves. I'm Officer Mike. This is my partner Paul. If I may ask, what's your name? That's a pretty name. So Maribel, again, if I may ask, where is your family?
As soon as I finished my sentence, the television in the living room turned on, volume fully up. Me and Paul quickly turned in surprise and could see the television playing static from outside. We put Maribel in the backseat of the patrol car for her safety, as no civilians were allowed in the front seats. We then again, against our better judgment, entered the house. We tried every switch in the house, but no lights came on. While wandering the house cautiously, I would catch a person standing in the mirrors. I thought it was Paul, but every time I looked behind me, Paul was nowhere to be found. As I returned to the front door along with Paul, we both jumped as running footsteps echoed down the hall. We detached our firearms. The footsteps got louder and got closer, but no one ever appeared physically. Lamps, chairs, Other steps started getting thrown around by an invisible force as the footsteps reached us. We sprinted out of the house and waited by the front yard. The footsteps seemed to stop, followed by the police siren that went off. I ran to the car and silenced the siren. I looked back at Paul, who seemed shocked.
You alright, Paul?
I opened the rear door and checked up on Maribel.
You okay?
She nodded her head, so I walked back to Paul.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah, me either.
No, seriously, ignore the running invisible man that knocked everything down for a second. All the family photos, pictures on the wall,
He points at Maribel.
she's not in them.
So what are you thinking?
The footsteps led outside. Then the siren goes off. There's a million buttons in that car. What are the chances?
Paul, are you trying to tell me Maribel is haunted?
How do you explain what we just saw?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
The TV turns on when we take Maribel outside, prompting us to check it out. Someone or something shows up in the mirrors but ducks away.
I remember wanting to shut him up. Not because he wasn't making any sense, but because he was.
I know you've seen it. It was prowling around. Then it runs outside and gets in the car. Tries all the buttons. I think a ghost is trying to get the girl.
I just stood there, not sure what to say, until Paul decided to start walking back towards the house.
It only shows up in the mirrors. That's how we find it.
I followed him inside and watched as he takes a book from the counter and breaks the nearest mirror.
What's the matter with you? That's someone's property.
He takes a shard and hands another to me.
It's not every day you get to arrest a ghost.
We aimed our flashlights all over the house, waiting for something to appear in the broken glass. I recall praying to God Almighty to not let anything show up. But it did. I panicked as it swung its red, bony arm at my back. It ripped right through my uniform, causing me to fall forward. I dropped the glass, which broke into smaller chunks. It continues to claw at my shirt and flesh, but stopped when Paul opened fire. I heard his screech fade as Paul held me up. We both then hurried back outside to find Maribel missing from the back seat. It was difficult explaining what happened to the department without sounding like nut jobs. The police cameras who we were betting on to prove our stories had shut off the moment we entered the house. That thing, whatever it was to turn them off when we weren't aware. The only part of our story that our police captain took seriously was the girl, Maribel. The captain brought up a missing person report and asked us if this was the girl we saw. It's been just a few days since I gave up the badge to save whatever little pride I could spare. I just ask to whoever reads this, and whomever it may reach, the next time a door opens on its own, or things move by themselves in your home, check the mirrors.
Ooh, that one was pretty good. I ain't even gonna lie, that one was pretty good. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Clap it up for the story. Clap it up. I think my light turned off. Let's get that turned back on. That's the video, y'all. I'm sorry if the lighting my light died. So the lighting might be a little weird for the end of this video. It might be okay. I don't know. We've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed these stories, if you enjoyed listening to me read these stories for y'all, go ahead and leave the thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see some more of this. I need to stop saying. I need to stop putting time constraints on myself. Okay, you can't rush creativity. All right, don't leave comments. Don't leave. Okay, listen, we're gonna get better. Listen, I'm talking to you. Okay, get close. We're in this together. Anyways, guys, like I said, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. It's been your boy. I don't say that. It's been your boy. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.